Ladies, gentlemen, welcome back. And today we've got a bit of Siege gameplay commentary. Haven't done one of these in a while, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to do one. I got a rather good game with Imp Javs, Krieg's Rats, and Stalwarts. So, yeah, we're going to be obviously fast-forwarding a lot of this. Go for a throw here. Going to just ult this guy. Typical, straight into a jab throw. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of fast-forwarding, just all the bits that are a little bit long, just waiting for the enemy, like coming up now. We're just going to super fast-forward these, just so we can keep a flow of the game going and keep the commentary flowing. So, yeah, our team currently, we've got some Falconetti Gunners, we've got a bit, some Stalwarts, my Imperial Javs, and just waiting for the enemy to push up the towers and give us a bit of a fight. Always a bit of a long moment in a siege where you have to wait at the start. I've actually been enjoying field battles a lot lately when you can actually get in them, just because you don't have that. It's kind of feels straight into fighting that I much prefer. Gonna go for a direct fire here with the jabs that actually can pick up so many kills. It just kind of nails its way through. That's literally 11 kills straight out the gates with one throw. That is really nice and decent sort of valuable units as well, so really nice. Imp Javs tend to be, if someone was to ask me what's my favorite unit in the game, or what's my favorite, it would probably be Imp Javs. I definitely have always kind of my better games always come from Imp Javs. I think it's purely because for me they synergize really well with dual blades. So go for a little throw here. I don't think we managed to hit anything, unfortunately. I kind of slipped off the mouse there and didn't manage to put it in the right spot. But yeah, just sort of getting ourselves sorted. They're pushing for A. They're looking like they're gonna get a bit of momentum on that. We're gonna go for a direct throw, try and hit that dual blades there. Pack's a little bit spread out, so we miss with most of them. Trying to avoid the treb as well. Gonna just go for the dual blade here. Light armor versus light armor tends to be, especially dual blade versus dual blade, and chain dart, I guess, tends to be whoever can attack the opposite faster. So we'll just fast forward this, and then we'll get to the next part that is coming shortly. That is gonna give him a kick. Gonna go in there, jab throw. Standard dual blade and Imperial jab pickup. So on this game we are going to lose it very quickly. Not lose the game, we're going to lose B, or A, B and C slightly too quick, but then we have a long fight on the end point. That's always nice. But we're going to have to fast forward this, because this is the bit where we just got to go down, change our units up and move on, and try and protect C. So we're going to come in with the Stalwarts now. Stalwarts, I've been really enjoying them lately, actually. They are a little bit squishy in terms of a shield unit, but especially from behind. They really take a lot of damage from behind. But nonetheless, quite nice to kind of make a no-go zone that sort of, when you brace them, no one can go anywhere near that zone, because they actually do a reasonable amount of damage. So yeah, very enjoyable, and we probably will have a video on these boys coming shortly. I've just got to get myself I want to get a decent full game with them to really kind of showcase them, because they can do really well. It's just, you just don't want to turn your back to the enemy, or you'll get them fully wiped. So we've cleared off C. Nice little push. I think more the cav was the thing that cleared them off. We're going to fast forward, and this will be the last fast forward now. I do apologize. I like to do the full siege gameplay, but there's a lot of waiting around for a lot of it. But this last point, because they've now taken A, B, and C super quickly, we're now on this last point for a long time, and they're running some peasants in, so it'd be rude not to pick those up with the Stalwarts here. Inflate my kills massively, make it look like I'm doing far better than I'm actually doing. And now we're just waiting for them to get set up. It looks like they've got a little bit of C left, and that they're setting up around the side there, ready for their push to go on that final point. So yeah, the Stalwarts, we will have a video, as I said, coming out at some point. I just want to get a full game with them. And the other one we've got potentially coming out is Palace Guards, fully mastered. So yeah, look out for those. Little kick and little kill here of that glaive. stepped out a bit too far, especially with Shenji standing here. He was going to get slapped by those anyway. They got some Kriegsbranders coming in. Just brace them up. These guys can do some okay anti-cav. They really, when they brace the shields, it's not top tier, or it's not going to do what like braced pikes will do, but it's better than nothing. So we're going to shove these in, and we sort of make a little bit of a dead zone here, like where they're braced and with no one going around the back of them. It's yeah, it's people, and the way they kneel, people tend to not see them in that zone there. When there's a clump of units, they don't see them. They tend to walk into the middle of their shields, wonder why they can't move, and then realize that the stalwarts are knelt down below them and poking them with a spear. But this is a bit too much of a push for them right now, so we're going to probably have to get a new unit soon. We've got the last ones down there, going to go for a last little throw. They did well. I was happy with them. They lasted a good amount of time, but there is obviously a point where the enemy team just are pushing too much with too many things like Iron Reapers and stuff like that are going to break their shields down very quickly. So now we're changing to the Kriegsrats. Now, the thing about the Kriegsrats is obviously these guys have mastery. We did a video on them. But Kriegsrats are ridiculously good. Like, they are crazy good. I almost think they might be too good. Just with their ammo recovery and their health that they gain back. Not health, sorry. Their piercing damage increase from every target they get. Their speed increase. It follows up to become quite powerful. So we're going to play these like... I don't normally like to play range, but I'm going to try and keep these alive, and I'm aware that I made a video on putting the longbows on the other side, on the attacking side of this map. So, and the guy actually has longbows, as you can see the arrows coming in there, sat up where I put them in my video. So I'm hiding mine in the sort of dead spot where they can't actually do any damage to them at this point in time until something reasonable comes on the point, and then we'll pull them out, start shooting away, and we probably won't mind too much if we take a few losses if we're actually getting value for our unit. So yeah, just waiting around. The guy with the old Falconetti gunners behind us, laying down cover fire from the safety of the supply point there. Looks like we've got 2 ballistas, a few cannons laid up, some mortars. It's looking pretty set up. I think at this point in time, I'm looking at the artillery. I'm like, what can we do? And I did go for a crow, but I didn't use it. Don't worry, I didn't use the crow. I just in case things got a little bit hairy, I was gonna pull it out. But nonetheless, they are looking like they're a few seconds away from making the push. So we're bringing the Kriegsrat out, and as I said, these guys, when they stack up that 20% extra piercing damage, it gets nasty. The other thing I've got to look out for, especially range on this map, is where the Trebs are landing. It looks like the Trebs are landing in sort of the center, so it's not really any of my problem at the moment. But I kind of deemed there wasn't enough of a push yet for me to really justify bringing them fully out. Just had a little look. Just pop their heads out, fire away. Didn't use too much ammunition, because obviously if they're not killing stuff, these guys will run out of ammunition so quickly. So it's always better to do that. And they put some peasants in. That means we are going to refill our ammunition very quickly. Watching up there for a Treb. Treb looks like it's off my angle, so I can stay out here with no sort of losses. Got a lot of shields. It's a bit of a problem for me because, as I said, if I'm not getting kills, I'm not getting ammunition. But going to pick up a lot of assists with these as well. And the kills, if you just watch them roll up, it's not like fast, but it's so consistently rolling up 2, 4, 6. We got some Kriegsbranders here that luckily they turned around just before they actually made it to my men. That was very lucky. So we've lost one, but we're gonna send them back to the supply grab. Oh, we haven't lost him. He's very low health, so we're gonna send them to the supply. Bit of ammunition while we push them off the point. I think it's probably fair enough to do that. When I see the chain dart back here harassing the Imperial Arquebuters here, Arquebutius. Everyone always gets at me for the way I pronounce that, and I know I do it wrong. I just can't say it properly. But anyway, Kriegsrats coming back in, fully healthed up, fully all the ammunition's back. But it looks like we pushed them off, so I'm just going to probably slide them back into the safe zone, or try and poke their heads out. Nope, safe zone. We're going to choose the safe zone. We still have 5 minutes and 40 seconds left of this game, because we lost A, B, and C so quickly. You know, this is quite an important fight on the point here, and there was a lot of in-game sort of flaming and stuff going on. So it got very competitive very quickly. There was always fun, but also gets quite toxic quite quickly. So, but you know, when you have those games where you see people chatting, and you're like, "Oh, I really want to win this one." And I remember thinking, and this game was like, "I really want to win this one." I think that's why I went to get the. The Divine Crow, just in case it came to that moment that we needed it, because I really wanted to win this. So bringing the guns back out, popping their heads out, just gonna have a little look up here, see if we can take anything down. And we actually managed to land a good angle here on their guns, and their guns are not actually hitting me right now. So we've got the shields in front of us that he's doing. Whoever that guy with the shield is doing a great job of noticing what I'm trying to do and blocking off the shots. We're now up to 130 kills. It's really nice. We're going to now pop them back in. I know this is kind of like annoying range gameplay, and I would agree with you. It's not every day you play range, but I'm trying to kind of go between managing range properly and not neglecting using my hero. But sometimes you do get carried away, and especially when these boys get shooting, sometimes I'm like, ooh, and it's just quite nice to watch them do the damage, but trying to resist while doing that. Pick up a quick hero kill there. Just the snap shooting of these guys, just so good, so good. But it does bring me on to a topic where I think range masteries, they're gonna have to be super careful with them, because as I said, these Kriegsrats are, yeah, just, it's very easy, and well, too easy, and it's yeah, they're just easy to get kills with. They're very, very strong for how much they cost. I think, as I said, I think they're actually better than Tercios. Yes, Tercios have the insta-shot, but I just feel like the rate of fire and the way they gain back the ammunition and their snap shooting sort of ways, I just feel like they do better than, from a damage point of view, with that 20% piercing damage. I feel like they do better than, especially when they ramp up, than Tercios. Pick up a hero kill there, just ult him and then press V, and these guys will all just, in a second, just pin them down and insta-shot them. See this this longsword coming in, gets a bit brave there coming out. I'm going to bring my guys in to try and mitigate some of these men-at-arms, and we're going to land a lot of damage. I mean, you can see how it starts like 2,000 or starts at like 1,800, and it just ramps very quickly. They turn their back and you'll see like a 3k. It's actually sickening how much these guys can hit, and just having the tankiness. This guy's obviously trying to look for the Falcos, or look for something on point that he can on the supply point that he can take out. And it now looks like there's quite a big push coming up. Looks like some Mandaus are up there. Our team's starting to sort of rally and bring in some troops, just because it's starting to get a bit hairy on point there, and we are just going to get the shooting going. 2 minutes left of the game, and they are probably not their final push, but it's a significant push coming in. But as I said, Kriegsrats clearing up. We are on 172. There is the chain dart here. We're going to pick him up real quick. Just get sniped by the guns just quick. We actually do end up losing some Kriegsrats. We didn't keep our eye on the Treb, unfortunately. That's one thing yeah, after a while of looking, you kind of forget to do it, and whatever. But we're going to pick this guy up as well. Got the Kriegsrats helping me out, increasing my damage, 1 or 2 of them, landing a few shots, and at this point I'm feeling confident, got a smile on my face, ready for the ready to see that winning screen. Going to try and land a few kills, a few hits on that longsword there. I am aware that there are some longbows just off to the side there, but with only a minute to go, I'm not too worried. But I also don't want to do that thing where you commit your troops a minute to the end and then suddenly you get converted and turned round. So my guys are currently getting hit by longbows, so I'm trying to just find the safe position for them. I'm just gonna pierce. Have a look around the side here and see if I can see them. And I see that, yeah, they're up there. The range is coming in. But what we're going to do, probably send these, not going to send these guys back. We're going to try and find an angle where they're going to be safe from the longbows and be able to still get kills. I see this little hut here, and I'm like, okay, if we bring them up sort of behind this wall, then we can still have a go at these troops here in front of us and get the last 30 seconds of kills. But unfortunately, for some reason, I set them to fight there. They've got enough ammunition. But they decide to all charge in for some reason that I'm not sure why they did that. Oh, I know why they did it now. I accidentally clicked X. So I just got them all killed. But it doesn't matter. 14 seconds left of the game. We're going to take the win. And then we'll check the scores, see what we got, see how the units did, and see what we did throughout this game. But a really fun game, but obviously it's range play, so it's a bit more out of the combat, you know, it's a bit more backline watching for stuff. We managed to somehow pick up an MVP that is nice, but we got 10, 0 deaths, 15 assists, and 184 kills. The Kriegsrat's 3 heroes, 98 units, really good kill score there as well, like really good. Jav's 3 heroes, 30 kills, and Stalwart's 36 units. So not bad at all. Very enjoyable. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.